Welcome, Gemini. This is your weekly Teroscope reading for April the 25th through to May the 1st, 2016. My name is Tilly, and this is Tarot with Tilly. And before we get to the cards, thank you so much for all of the support, the positive, beautiful energy that you send my way each and every day. Thank you so, so much. Now, let's get to you. Let's get to the cards. We start with a beautiful card, the Nine of Pentacles, your new day dawning. Okay, and when this card is in this position, I would have to say that you are very spiritual this week. You have a connection this week. So start your mornings with affirmations, prayer, meditation, alone time with yourself is all very important when you have such a beautiful connection this week with God, your angels, your spirit guides, the universe. So your new day dawning. So you are feeling strong. You are feeling capable this week. Definitely. Now, in saying that, the Two of Pentacles is right next to it. So this is usually a balance, and it's usually an imbalance. And it's usually something where we have to back it up a little bit. We need to look at our footsteps in our routines, in our daily mundane routines that we do day in and day out. And we need to understand where we are putting too much energy or time, resources, and where we lack. So we may be, the workaholic, and we're putting in all kinds of time at work, but home life suffers, or your health suffers, or your well-being and joy suffer, or your spirituality suffers. So you need to look at your routine, your day-to-day experience, and understand where you are letting time or energy or resources slip through your fingers, where you can realign that energy in order to give you the maximum value, the maximum results on your path going forward. And you are doing a lot of soul searching this week. We have the Knight of Wands right next to it. So you are, might be more of a back it up week for you in many ways, because you are looking at the path that you have walked. You are seeing what fires you have walked through, what chaos, what sorrows, and what joys you've walked through. What accomplishments you've had. Couldn't get that word out. Um, and also you are looking towards the future, but you are looking towards the future more in wanting a straight path, in wanting the security of knowing that you are making the right decisions and the right choices going forward. I think it's more of looking backwards this week, of, to appreciate yourself, to understand what you've gone through and understand what you've walked through, to not belittle it or underplay it in any way, to realize your own empowerment and your own strength and where you are the strongest. We have the Hermit crossing over all of it. So it's a week for pulling it back a little bit. And if you didn't want to hear those words, I'm sorry, but that's what the cards are saying. And there'll be weeks when you've got to push forward so strong and so hard. So take this week to realign yourself in many ways, to use your energy constructively, to know where your empowerment lies, to know where your wisdom, and your newfound wisdom especially, has come into play, and how you're going to use it going forward. We have the Chariot. So there is a strong focus. There's a strong focus on our path forward, on the way forward, on what we want to do, on what we want to accomplish. And so we really have to make sure that we don't have the blinders on when this card appears in this place, okay? Because sometimes we can keep going straight forward, not looking on either side, and not realizing that we had different options available to us, different ways of doing things, different ways of allowing or being. So yes, there's a strong focus on how we're going forward, but the downside of this card would be that we are going through life with the blinders on. We are not looking at our surroundings as much as we should. And with the Nine of Pentacles being your new day dawning, you may be feeling very secure in who you are right now, and you don't really feel the need that you need to look around. This is more importantly a time to look around than ever when you're feeling that way. Because usually when we feel very secure, that's when everything kind of falls apart on us because we weren't paying attention to the little things. It's like when we are flat broke, oh, we pray for money, but when the money's there, we stop praying. So take those blinders off this week. Take a really good look at what you are going through in life so that you are strong and empowered going forward, that you are using all your strength going forward. We have the devil, the phoenix rising out of the ashes. So using this energy correctly, wow, what a transformation of you this week. Because you are enlightened, you are empowered, you are strengthened, you are the phoenix rising out of the ashes. You are being reborn, you are becoming new again. New in your passions, your dreams of who you are becoming. And we are going then to be looking at the balance. So it's a strong week for you, but it's a strong internal week, I think, for you, more than an outer week for you. Okay, we're looking at the balance in our life of what needs to be, what doesn't need to be. And that might stem a lot from the Two of Pentacles, where we had to look at the balance of our life and where we put our time and our energy and our finances and our money and our resources. And do we have a balance? Do we create a happiness in our life through a balance in our life? Or are we pushing our energy too far in one direction and we need to bring it back in a little bit and disperse that energy in other areas of our life so we do have a more balanced approach going forward? Excuse me, we have the Ace of Swords. So this is new ideas, new aha moments. And the epiphanies could come through here, absolutely, with the Ace of Swords. It's usually a card that signifies new action in a certain area of our life, whether it's love and romance, or maybe stature in the community, or maybe it's job, career, finances, maybe it's health and well-being. But you get those aha moments, you get those epiphanies, and we use that sword to draw a line in the sand. We use that sword to say, this is where I will compromise in life. This is where I will not compromise in life. This is what I need in life. This is what I'm taking in life. This is what I'm giving in life. This is the negotiation of your path forward, of how you are going to accept people in your life, situations in your life, and what you are not going to accept in your life as well. As we go towards the weekend and into next week, we have the Four of Pentacles. So it's picking up your abilities, your talents, the inheritance you were born into. And it's doing something with it. It's growing your passions. It's understanding what you bring to the table. It's raising your self-confidence and your self-awareness. And it's not allowing things in your life anymore that have given you a false sense of security. Now, it may very well have played an important role in your life at one point in time where you needed that, whatever that is, for that feeling of security, for that feeling of well-being. But it's outgrown, or you have outgrown its usefulness now. And it's time to break away from something in order to stand strong and independent and moving forward in a new direction. It's not going to be an easy thing to do. We have the Queen of Wands and the Six of Wands. So wherever this is in your life, you need to really think it through. You really need to ask qualifying questions. You need to really gather the information in order to move forward with the success, with the well-being. Okay? And know that other people are going to support you in your decision. For love and career, love and relationships is Seven of Wands, making a declaration. So you could be making a declaration to yourself or to somebody else. So this could be a week where you really need to give the relationship a little bit more time and energy, spend some more time, actual quality time with each other, where the TV or the computer isn't going, where it's the two of you either sitting quietly together, walking quietly together, or conversing and growing your dreams together, understanding where you sit and what needs to be fixed in the relationship, what needs to be tweaked in the relationship, where you want to grow in the relationship, where things need to change in the relationship. If you are looking for a relationship, this is the declaration you make to yourself, understanding your gifts, your abilities, your natural charm, your beauty, your grace that you bring into a relationship. You need to raise the bar on your self-esteem and what you actually can give in a relationship and who you are, and honor yourself, to raise your vibration, to bring in the perfect person in your life. For work and career now, we have the Three of Swords, money too. So don't be spending a lot of money if you don't have to this week. Okay, the big ticket items, if you can hold off, I would hold off with this card. It's definitely not a card where you want to be spending a lot of money. Watch your finances closely. Okay, make sure that the bank isn't making an error, or there isn't an error on something you are paying for or buying. Make sure you are getting value for your money. Make sure that what you want does have value and adds value to your life. In jobs, career, this is not a week to push forward. Okay, so I hope you're not in a position where you have to push forward this week in career or job, because I think that you'll not be understood, or you won't be heard clearly, or somewhere between what you are saying and them hearing what you're saying is two different things completely. And there could be friction here. There could be, um, so you just want to, this would almost be a week to go on vacation and, do what I did, right? Just go into the middle of nowhere where there's nobody and meditate, very much like the hermit, okay? Going inwardly, understanding exactly what you want to do, tapping into your intuition, tapping into your wisdom, so that when you come out of the desert, when you have the plan, that's when you go and you sell yourself to a business or a company or a person and make them understand what you bring to the table. Maybe it's that job promotion you want, maybe it's that raise you want. Okay, this is an internal week. This is not an external week for you. So give it time. We don't want to feel the rapture of a broken heart when it comes to our job and career. And this doesn't mean that you're going to lose your job. Doesn't mean that you're going to flatline in your career. All it means is there'll be friction this week, and things that you want to get moving on, forward movement, get people to buy into your ideas, may not go as smoothly as planned. So until we meet again, remember, I do love you.